Alright, for those of you who don't know, this zone is Mirage Saloon, and it's based on the American Old West. And honestly, when this was released, I was pretty surprised because I've been busy with work and school, and I don't know, I haven't really been paying attention lately because I know that we're still months away from actually seeing Sonic Mania, since it's not supposed to release until the end of May. So I was doing my check one morning just to see if there was any news, and I found that they had a new zone out. I think Kinda Funny Gaming did the playthrough on it, and I didn't watch the video, but I instead I waited until later, went to the internet and found the playthrough with no commentaries, and watch the video. So as you can see, there's still no special stages, but it reinforces my theory that we're gonna get Sonic 3 special stages, so hopefully we'll see the return of Blue Sphere. And what this video is showing, not only the new zone, but you do have the option to play as Sonic and Tails, which is something that I personally like from my days of playing Sonic 2, just because I always played as, well, now I play as Sonic alone and in the remaster version, but when I was a kid I would always play as Sonic and Tails. And you can also tell that the video looks kinda like an old CRT TV, because Sonic Mania is gonna have a CRT filter that you can switch on or off, because obviously we saw Green Hill Zone and Studiopolis Zone in HD, and this is CRT, which I don't mind, but if I'm playing, I would rather not have it on, just because it is kind of distracting, since we've all gotten used to how, for lack of a better term, pretty HD TVs are compared to CRTs, unless you're actually on a CRT. So I do appreciate the filter, but I probably won't be using it, just because for me the authentic experience would be on a CRT TV. And I'm sure if there was a way that I could play my PS4 on a CRT, which I'm pretty sure there is, I would probably figure it out just to play this, because I'm getting the PS4. Excuse me. The weather's been changing here, and I think I might be getting a little sick, but I don't really feel crappy. As it were, I just am a little stuffy. I get that cough every now and again. Nice and mucusy, but anyway, back to the level. As you can see, there's a lot of, I'm going to say, gimmicks. Oh, sorry, phone was ringing. Nobody important, and I'm not going to redo this narration because no. But before we saw that you could go in the gun and launch yourself, and earlier we saw, I don't know, this thing where if you stand on the top it sprays out the water and it opens up a path for you. So see, right here you get a new pathway from being on the water, which is pretty cool. And I love the piano keys. I love the occasional saloons that you'll pop in, like here. Oh, this one doesn't have the bar stools. And this was the Sonic and Tails segment. There was also one with Knuckles, and I did record it. And I think it'll be coming up any minute now. But seeing this footage and hearing this level soundtrack really made me excited for this game. Like, I got to see my Sonic and Tails duo, which really brought me back to 1996 when I was playing Sonic 2. And as you can see, they're using the modeled Knuckles from Knuckles Chaotix, which I personally haven't played except for on emulators because I didn't have a 32X. By that time I think I was more into PlayStation, because that's what we had. We had a Sega Genesis from when we were little, and then we got a PlayStation when we got a little bit older, just because that's what we happened to get at that age. But here's the bar stools I was talking about earlier. So the only time I've really played Knuckles Chaotix is, like I said before, on an emulator, which you're not really supposed to do, but this was years ago and I didn't know any better. I just knew, hey, Sonic game that I haven't played yet, let me play it. So there's that, and no more emulation talk, but I do remember enough of Knuckles Chaotix to know that it was actually a pretty interesting game. Like, I couldn't figure out the mechanic by myself. I think it would have been better if I had done it with 2 players, but even back then, just like today, it was hard to find a player too. But today I have it a little bit easier because I know one of my friends would step up to the plate for me right now. I said, hey, let's try and play Knuckles Chaotix, but as you can see, all of Knuckles animations are from that game, as well as some of the ring animations, and the blue ring, which isn't actually in this video, but needless to say, lost my train of thought. But Knuckles looks and I don't know how he plays versus how he used to play on Chaotix, but I shouldn't have too many problems because it's Knuckles in the classic formula, and I don't have too many problems with him on the classic formula. Because actually on my channel, I think I do have a Knuckles and Sonic 2 playthrough, which is from the remake, because I can't record Knuckles and Sonic 2. People keep calling me. My God. Sorry if you're religious, but I think I do have the Knuckles playthrough on my channel still, because I did enjoy recording it, and the only other way to record Knuckles and Sonic 2 would be to plug in Sonic 2 to the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge and record that way, but at that time it was easier to just record it from the phone version, so that's what I did. Whew. Anywho, I like these down barrel. I'm liking what I see with this level. To the more hardcore Sonic fan, it probably harkens back to Dusty Hill Zone or Desert Dazzle, which I actually haven't seen much of, but I know that both of them were supposed to be levels themed like this, but for one reason or another, they didn't make the final cut. Like, I forget what the reason was for Sonic CD. Actually, I forget what the reason for Sonic 2 was, but Sega's wanted to put in an American West theme level in classic Sonic game, and they never really got the chance, so I'm glad that Sonic Mania is delivering on that, because, well, it would be interesting. It breaks up the worlds a little bit. Instead of, you got your Green Hill Zone type level, and then like the fire world, the water world, the casino world, for lack of a better term, which in this game I'm pretty sure is going to be Studiopolis is the casino type world, because it has all those gimmicks. Well, not all the casino gimmicks. It doesn't have the slot machines, but it's the closest thing we have right now. to a defined casino world. Anyway, this is gonna end relatively soon, so I better wrap this up. Just wanted to get my thoughts out, even though most of it wasn't about Sonic Mania, as you can tell, but I'm very excited for this game, and seeing this new footage and hearing this new song has only reaffirmed that Sonic Mania is gonna be good. And I honestly can't wait to do my review video on it, my let's play on it, whatever you want. I might do both just because this game looks very promising for Sonic's 25th, and it would only be appropriate to do. But anyway, I'm definitely excited for this game, and this is all I have for today, so have a nice day.